All right, this episode is about what Lightworkers are meant to do in this period that's coming up. Is meant to be a somewhat difficult time for the collective. I started off this channeling with a few questions. What can I do to be happy during this change? What will happen to me and to the collective? And I received the message that I'm not supposed to completely know. Let it happen. And when it does, all you'll be able to do is hold on. So it does seem like this is something that happens pretty immediately. And once it does, it's game on. It's going to be undeniable that this is the event that we were predicting. And also that this is the time that Lightworkers are meant to step up. There's nothing left for you to do. Enjoy, relish, be happy. So this is kind of what a lot of other energy practitioners have been kind of hinting on. Other spiritual leaders have been hinting towards is that you pretty much did all you can do right now. There's nothing really you can do in this short period of time between now and whenever this happens. And it's because you've awakened, you did your work. Everyone that's awakened and did their work did what they had to do. And it's all hands on board now. There's no sense in not making the most of this moment. It will be all right, better than all right. Make no mistakes, things will get hard. Hard to see, feel, touch. All will be over soon. Whatever happens to this planet is for its own good. You'll be safe. Everyone has their allocation. Don't be afraid. So I do feel like there's this period of time where Lightworkers, way showers, starseeds, whatever you like to call yourself, will get to feel safe, enjoy their life, just be. And instead of going through really difficult spiritual lessons or trying to figure out how to master some sort of skill, it's like you've done all that you had to do. Now just kind of being your creative energies, being your fun-loving energies, and just kind of enjoy this time. Just be. You finally got to this place. You're here. You're in 5D. You can just enjoy this time before things start getting a little bit hard for the collective. So even when you're able to hold this very high vibration, doesn't mean that you're not going to be able to feel a lot of empathy for the collective. It's going to be hard to see, feel, and touch. So I do think we're going to be able to see what's going on with the Awakening Collective, or with a lot of these things that are going to be going on. Not everyone's going to want to awaken. And then it's going to be hard to feel and hard to touch. So I do feel like, being empaths, it's going to be hard to watch it all unfold, knowing the really difficult emotions that they're going to be going through, really strong, traumatic emotions. And then hard to touch as well, because I do feel like there's going to be a lot of people that are on the ground floor, on the streets, reaching out to help these people physically. Not everyone, not all Lightworkers are going to do that, but there are going to be a lot of people who are going to be kind of like deployed and kind of sent to help these people physically. Everyone has their allocation. So I do feel like people are going to be allocated to different areas. The next part of the channeling I got is powers coming online to help. You will have a designation. So I do get a lot of people are going to have their psychic abilities, their intuition strengthen. I do feel a lot of Lightworkers are going to figure out their very specific, unique gifts, or combination of gifts, and how to use that combination of gifts in a very specific, unique way that can help in this transition. I do feel like a lot of light workers are going to be made very clear in their role during this time. It's almost like you'll be handed an assignment, basically, from the divine. So it's going to be very clear what your role is going to be, your skills, your knowledge, your responsibilities, how you can help, what you're meant to do, where you're supposed to go, who you're supposed to work with, different responsibilities, so it's going to be made very, very clear. And then the next channeling that I got, it was a different kind of channeling than what I got earlier. And this is something that I actually heard another YouTuber touch upon. Hopefully I can find her and link her video in the description box. But it's basically because there's a lot of different kinds of ETs and energies and beings coming around humanity at this time during this upcoming event or situation, whatever is going to happen. Like the channelings get kind of jumbling because I'm channeling different ETs and different beings all at the same time. It's like they were talking kind of over each other. There's just a bunch of them around now, so it's like the channeling, it's like a little bit difficult to get a handle on sometimes. But the next channeling I got is just a collection of one words: acquire knowledge fast. I do believe a lot of people are going to be getting downloads or being able to access the Akashic records very quickly, very powerfully. It's like something comes online, or you'll be able to have access to technology where you can attain all the knowledge that you need for the specific role or responsibility or job very quickly. Help touch base, homeland far to go, overland, over next few months. So I do feel like a lot of people are going to be touching base with whatever this home is. So this is my interpretation. Maybe you have a different one that's more clear than mine, but what I'm getting is that either you're going to be touching base with your galactic family, where if you're a starseed, your home base, your planet, or their home base on our planet Earth right now, or you're going to be touching base with whatever this Lightworker home base is. And I feel like there's multiple, and it's land far to go. So I do feel like it's quite a ways from where you are now, in a faraway land. So I do believe it's far for many people. Overland, over next few months. This was kind of interesting to me because I kept getting that it was going to be over water, that you had to travel a large distance over water to get to wherever this is. But now I'm getting over land, so I do believe that this is like over dry land. Over the next few months, timing never comes through properly from the other side, so I'm not sure. Help others assimilate. Together we trust, can do, lots to bear, no tough. Yeah, so there's going to be a lot of light workers helping other people that are just newly awakening or coming online to kind of assimilate to this new reality. And this is something that's going to take, everyone. We've got to band together and trust that it's possible, because at some points, especially in the beginning, it's going to seem like overwhelming. That's so much that workers have to do. It's just a lot of work. There's a lot of us, so it can get done. And it's work. It's tough. It's going to be, you signed up to do this for a reason, right? You signed up to come here at this time for a reason. Yeah, it's going to be beautiful and magnificent, but at the same time, for those of us that are helping things on the ground, it's tough in that energy to work in that energy. Okay, and there are going to be some that are just kind of in that 5D or higher energy that are just going to witness this and, keep the vibrations high and hold light. It will be better for all of us. So yeah, ultimately it's for the good of all. And then at the end of the channelings, I just got a little bit of information for myself, which is like that, like tomorrow I'll be getting more information, and lo and behold, the next day I did receive more information, and then I got that I'll get more information later that week, and I did. So a lot of little pieces of information has been coming in, and it's been mostly about my own allocation designation, things that are gonna happen for me in terms of my abilities coming online or strengthening and expanding. A lot of things happen one after another, crazy to keep up. This was channeled about a few weeks ago, and I just got to posting about it now because of how much has been happening one after another. So I've been kind of piecing together what's happening for the collective based on the information I'm getting about what I'm going to be doing, my role, the skills I'm going to be using, and so I've been trying to piece together what's happening for the collective based on the information I'm getting of what's going to be happening for me and my role. So I've been also getting a lot of things in my meditation just in the past few days, even today, that are crazy. I'm not sure how weird I can get on this channel yet. Well, one of the messages I got is that an evolved form of the human race, a really, far-reaching future version of humans, have a ship on the other side of the sun right now. I'm not sure what that means. I'm not sure why that's important. If you know a little bit about inner Earth, you know that there's a race of humans that are very evolved, that's from the future, that are located in inner Earth. So the fact that they're in a ship on the other side of the sun, I think it's more recent future, still pretty much like far future, but it's more recent future version on the other side of the sun. I think because this time period is so significant, and that they changed something subtle that meant to make a big impact right now. So they're kind of like watching to see what's going to unfold, how it's going to unfold. And another thing is I connected with what you might call a malefic ET race. I don't really connect with malefic ET races often. I usually connect with benevolent, light-holding ETs. But when you reach a certain level, there is no such thing as good or bad. There's just is. Like, for example, there are ETs out there that aren't really necessarily good or bad. They're just doing what they do. I've seen this in archangels too sometimes, where, they're not on like the light side or the night side. They have both incorporated within them. For example, I have 3 guardian angels of the light side, and they've been with me for my entire life. But I also have a guardian angel on the night side. But as of last year, I don't know what happened with that. So, yeah. This ET race showed me kind of what was going to come in the next, I don't know, year, a few years or whatever. And the images were so horrific and violently disturbing. I immediately immediately exploded crying. I wanted to throw up, and I wanted to leave my body because it was so inhumane that my human wanted to just exit. No, I'm not dealing with that, because it disturbing doesn't even cut it how disturbing these images were. And it was just kind of like preparation kind of for what a lot of light workers are going to have to deal with soon. A lot of these people that's going to need help might not ever recover from what they went through in this lifetime. And it's going to be kind of like you have to hold this incredible amount of light, put on a very peaceful and calm energy, very joyous and light-filled energy, which is going to be incredibly hard to do when you're faced with such atrocities. How can you relate to people that have been through that much darkness and torture and torment, right? It's going to be difficult to be able to keep that light and calm and peace, and to give joyous energy when you're going to be looking at the opposite, you know? Yeah, so that's the challenge in itself. And yeah, and there's going to be like lighter cases, obviously, just people coming online, awakening, getting their abilities online, and things like that. So yeah, this has been another freshly minted channel message. Let me know if you have anything that you picked up from these messages. Much love and light.